If your body is tired but your mind is still at work, do not try to win an argument with your thoughts. Do something smaller. Give the day a plus to lend. A busy mind often keeps going because it believes it is protecting something, a task you might forget, a conversation you did not finish, a decision you have not made yet. The mind is not always asking for an answer. Sometimes it is asking for a container. For the next few minutes, you do not need to solve tomorrow. You only need to stop carrying it into tonight. Start by noticing the exact thought that is making the most noise. Maybe it is a deadline. Maybe it is a message you have not answered. Maybe it is the vague feeling that you should be doing more. Name it once, in plain language. Not, everything is too much. TRY, I am thinking about the presentation. Or, I am worried I will forget that call. Or, I still feel unfinished. A named thought is easier to put down than a cloud of pressure. Now write one line somewhere you will see tomorrow. Not a full plan. Not a perfect list. One line. For example, tomorrow, first I will send the email. Or, tomorrow, I will decide what the next step is, or simply, return to the setting. Then add a second line, tonight, I am allowed to stop. This is not giving up on the task. It is giving the task a time and place that is not your bed. Next, make one small change in the room around you. Put the phone face down. Turn off one light. Close one browser tab. Fill a glass of water. Move the charger away from the bed. Cause only one. The purpose is not to build a perfect evening routine. The purpose is to send a quiet signal, the workday is no longer in charge. Your mind may keep talking for a while. That is normal. You do not need to wait until it is silent before you begin to rest. Let the thoughts be present in the background while you make the room simpler. You can try this for 1 minute. Breathe in gently. And let the out-breath be a little longer than the in-breath. No counting is required. No performance is required. Just let your shoulders drop a fraction on the exhale. If you notice yourself planning again, do not make it a problem. Return to the sentence, tomorrow has a place. Tonight can end here. There is another useful question for nights like this. What would be enough for the next 10 minutes? Not for the week. Not for the version of you who has everything organized. For the next 10 minutes. Maybe enough is washing your face. Maybe it is opening a window. Maybe it is lying down without trying to fall asleep. Maybe it is listening to something that asks nothing from you. When the goal becomes smaller, your nervous system has less to fight. You are not trying to create the perfect night. You are creating a gentler next moment. If your thoughts return to the unfinished thing, meet them with a boundary rather than a debate. You can say, I have noted this. You will return to it tomorrow. Say it as many times as necessary. The boundary does not have to feel convincing on the first try. It only has to be available. Over time, small repeated endings teach your day that it does not need to follow you everywhere. A closing ritual can be almost invisible. One written line. One lamp turned off. One glass of water. One long exhale. One decision not to keep scrolling. That is enough to begin. Before you leave this video, choose one thing you will not carry into the next hour. Put it in tomorrow's place. Then return to where you are. Notice the weight of the blanket. The temperature of the room. The sound outside the window. The fact that you have reached the end of today. You do not need to earn rest by finishing everything. You only need to let this day be complete enough. Tomorrow will still be there. For now, the day can end here. This video is for general well-being and is not medical advice or treatment for insomnia or anxiety. There is one more thing worth remembering. An unfinished day can make rest feel irresponsible. As if slowing down means you have stopped caring. But rest is not the opposite of care. It is often what allows care to continue tomorrow without becoming panic tonight. If you are tempted to keep working because one more task might make you feel settled, pause before you decide. Ask 3 small questions. Is this urgent for tonight? Is this useful at this hour? Will doing it now actually make tomorrow easier? If the answer is no, leave it where it belongs, on a list, in a calendar, or in the morning. You do not need to trust every late-night thought just because it arrives with urgency. Some thoughts become louder simply because the day is quiet. You can acknowledge them without following them. TRY saying, I hear that this matters. You do not have to handle it right now. Then return to something physical. Feel your feet on the floor. Let your hands rest. Look at one ordinary object in the room. This is a way of reminding yourself that you are here, not inside every possible version of tomorrow. A good evening does not need to be impressive. It can be quiet, imperfect, and short. It can be one honest pause before you continue with your life. If sleep comes easily, let it. If it does not, you can still rest without turning the night into another task to complete. The point is not to force calm. The point is to make a little more space around the noise. And when tomorrow arrives, you can meet it with the energy that was left for you. For now, choose the smallest kind thing you can do next. Then let the day be done.